Zimbabwe's new ZiG note, cotton-made currency with car codes and blockchain. How is it made? Watch till the end. After hearing that hook, you're probably wondering, is there really a currency made from cotton with a car code on it? Yes, absolutely. This isn't science fiction. This is Zimbabwe's new currency, the ZiG. Today, I'm taking you on a journey. We'll see how raw cotton from the fields arrives at a factory in Harare and transforms into one of the world's most advanced banknotes. So get ready. Let's begin. Zimbabwe's currency notes, whether the new ZiG or the older dollar notes, are not made from ordinary printer paper. Not at all. These notes are made from specially manufactured cotton paper. Yes, the same cotton that's in your clothes. But along with cotton, they add linen and sometimes fine polyester fibers to make the note strong and long-lasting. Zimbabwe sources its cotton locally. Then, through a special chemical process, that cotton is turned into a paper that can resist moisture, won't tear easily, and keeps its shape even after repeated use. The place where this paper is made is highly secret. It's called a security paper mill. For Zimbabwe, this paper used to come from a famous German company called Louisenthal, which is part of Gicheke and Devrient. But now, most of the paper is produced locally or with that company's assistance. Imagine this. As the paper is being formed, a special watermark is added right inside it. When you hold the note up to the light, you'll see Zimbabwe's famous bird, the Zimbabwe bird. This watermark is built into the paper itself, not printed on top. That makes it nearly impossible to counterfeit. Now these large sheets of blank paper arrive at the Fidelity Printers and Refiners factory in Harare. This factory is owned by the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. This is the sacred place where paper becomes real money. Ordinary people cannot enter here. It's one of the most secure buildings in the country. When the paper sheets come in, they're first inspected. Is the watermark in the right place? Are the security threads correct? Everything is checked. And now begins the most fascinating part, the printing process. This isn't ordinary printing. There are three main stages. The first stage is offset printing. In this stage, the beautiful, complex background designs are printed, like the flowers, borders, and light colors on the ZiG note. This printing is completely flat, like a picture printed on your paper. The second stage is the real magic. It's called intaglio printing. Imagine a very heavy metal plate. On it, the image of the Zimbabwe bird, the large numerals like 100 or 200, and other important text are engraved. This engraving is done by a master craftsman who spends weeks or months carving each line. A special thick ink is applied to the plate. Then a thin blade wipes across the surface, leaving ink only in the engraved grooves. Now the paper sheet is pressed onto this plate with enormous pressure. Tons of pressure. When the paper is lifted, the ink is pulled out of the grooves and sits on the paper as raised ridges. Now, when you run your finger over the note, you can actually feel the image. This is something counterfeiters can never copy. Blind or visually impaired people identify the denomination by this raised print. Beautiful, isn't it? The third stage is numbering and adding security features. Now, each note gets a unique serial number printed in special green or black ink. And then comes the most advanced part. Have you ever wondered why the ZiG note has a QR code? Yes, you heard that right. Zimbabwe has added a QR code to its currency. When you scan that QR code with your mobile phone, it tells you when and where the note was printed. For example, Harare, 2024. Isn't that amazing? Behind this, there are even plans to use blockchain technology so that every note's entire journey can be tracked. In addition, these notes have color shifting ink. Tilt the note slightly, and the Zimbabwe bird changes color from gold to green. There's also a security thread running through the middle of the note with herbs written on it. If you look at it under ultraviolet light, that thread glows beautifully. And then there's microprinting tiny text that can only be seen with a magnifying glass. Once all these stages are complete, the large sheets, each containing 32 or 40 notes, go to a guillotine cutter. A huge blade slices through the sheets with a single clean cut, and for the first time, the notes become individual pieces. Now these notes are fed into a counting machine. 100 notes are bundled into a strap. 10 straps make a brick of 1,000 notes. Then, these bricks are sealed in plastic and locked inside large steel cases. Now these notes are ready to leave the factory, but they aren't sent in ordinary trucks. Security here is extremely tight. This journey is nothing less than a movie. This is the story that nobody usually tells. But now, whenever you see a Zimbabwean ZiG note or an older dollar note, remember, it's not just a piece of paper. It's a masterpiece of chemistry, engineering, art, and security. It reflects Zimbabwe's hard work, its cotton, and its modern thinking. And with every note comes a promise that it's real, it's secure, and it tells the story of a nation that, despite challenges, has turned its currency into one of the most advanced in the world. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In the next video, I'll bring you another fascinating currency story. Until then, take good care of your money and whenever possible, appreciate the incredible journey behind it. Armored trucks line up at the factory loading bay. These are heavy vehicles covered in armor to protect against bullets. Each truck is accompanied by armed guards. The sealed cases are carefully loaded inside, and the truck keys and locks are kept secure. This convoy leaves the factory and heads to commercial banks in different cities across Zimbabwe. When these armored trucks arrive at a bank's entrance, the bank manager and security personnel come out. The entire process is supervised. The cases are opened, the notes are counted again, and then they are stored safely in the bank's vault. From here, ordinary people like you and me can withdraw cash and hold these notes in our hands. Just think, a cotton plant, secret German paper, a secure factory in Harare, thousands of tons of pressure, microscopic lenses, car codes, blockchain, and finally an armored truck